about that?
Hi. So we want to welcome everybody to the live show.
We see Jeffrey from Cruising for One.
And Antoinette at Fun and Cruising Scene. And Renee.
Cruising Scene. All right. That's Gary and Sharon from Galveston, right? How about that?
So we want to welcome aboard all the Sea Lake Journey crew. It is so nice to have each and every one of you with us here tonight.
And while everybody's rolling in here, who's doing a cruise countdown? If I remember right, Renee, you got like not very many more days left till the Magic. Am I right? I know it's coming up close.
Is it coming up close?
It's got to be coming close. She's going to go to the Magic.
On the Magic. Oh, that's right. Yes, we did talk about the Magic.
It's got to be like a couple weeks away is all.
So if you can't guess, we're home.
We're home. We are back from the Carnival Conquest.
But next month, we're leaving again.
Yeah, next month we're going to get on the Carnival Freedom.
Yep. 17 days to go.
How many?
Woo-hoo.
Who said
17. That's Renee right here.
17. Oh, there it is up there. Okay. 17 days. I knew it was getting close. Woo!
Mm-hmm.
We're getting excited for you.
And we have some new friends here that we've met on some other channels.
That's Guga and Rob. That's right. We was live with them. They actually had us on their show.
Yes.
Along with PVA, Positive Vibes. And so, yeah, great people there. Check out their channel.
And Cruising for One has 119 days to go.
Oh, that means, yeah, we'll be a week behind you on that one there, Jeffrey.
Cruising for One, we see that you put up 2 videos. You go. Yes, and I think you have like 25 subscribers now.
It's growing.
We told you needed to start a channel.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Antoinette has got 6 days
6
to
days.
go.
Oh.
My God. I forget what ship y'all are going on. Remind us again what ship you're going on.
I know it's Carnival, but I can't remember which one either.
Yep. And Cruising for One, 70 days until the horizon. I know. I wish I could have more time off too.
Yeah.
So I'm right there with you about having enough time off.
70 days of Horizon. That's going to be awesome. We can't wait to see what videos you bring off of that one.
Yep. Let's see. Anybody else got any countdowns?
I'm expecting a karaoke video, by the way, Gary. Okay, we'll see Proud Mary from Carnival Ship.
There you go. Mary has 35 days until the horizon. Are y'all going to be on the horizon together? It's Cruising Scene and Cruising. Oh no, it's 70 days. Oh, sorry. So I can't count. I'm an accountant for a living, but I can't count numbers.
Anything less than 1 million, and she gets messed up. Has to be over 1 million. Right?
Yeah, if it's over 1 million, I'm right there with you. Okay, but
on the horizon for 2 weeks. Woo!
2 weeks. Oh yes,
that's a cruise right there.
I'm pretty happy
with the modest start. Hopefully, I'll have another video up this weekend and a blog post. Okay, yeah, do it. You know that we'll be there. We'll be checking them out.
So you need to email us because we got some really good tips for you that we didn't learn until much later in the game that we want to help you with at the beginning.
Yes, and everybody check out Jeffrey's Cruising for One channel and his blog. Yes. It is excellent, superbly written. I learn something every time I read one of those things.
Let's see. Here we go.
The Carnival Elation. Antoinette.
Okay.
Woo, woo.
All right.
Go Elation. Let's go.
Symphony days. Of the Seas.
Oh, you're getting on an Oasis class ship.
Big old ship.
Hey, don't get lost, okay? If you get lost,
they don't give you maps anymore.
Last time I seen you guys is in a pool, so if you get lost, you just find a pool.
Just find a pool. You'll be okay. You'll feel right at home. I have a math degree and can't do arithmetic to save my life. You know, it's pretty bad when we have education that makes no sense in the real world, right?
I used to be able to count to 20, but now I can only count to 15. Everybody get that one?
So we're doing a few things new on our channel. We're trying some new tips that we've learned. So you're going to see us doing a few odd and crazy things that we're going to be trying out. But if they work, they work. If we don't, then it's okay. We haven't got any love lost. And we've got some new videos coming out. I do apologize that when we were gone on vacation, I needed a break and I did not have videos out there while we were gone. I do apologize. So I know for a week you haven't seen anything from us.
It's coming out Monday though.
Monday we do have we're back on track Monday, Wednesday, and we've now moved the Saturday lives to 6 o'clock instead of 5, and that was based on some other decisions that we needed to make. So,
but Monday and Wednesday, regular videos. And the one coming out Monday is interesting. We're doing something that we haven't seen anybody do before. It's going to be on the crew. The whole video is the crew of the Caribbean Princess.
So it will be premiered Monday at 6:30.
6:30.
Monday at 6:30, we're going to premiere that one.
We have to check our own schedule.
Yeah, we have to check our own schedule.
I got this crazy white light shining on me. Y'all see that?
It's the light coming through the window. We never have sun from this side of the house, so I'm not sure what that's all about.
If it gets high enough, maybe I'll be an angel.
Okay, so here, cruising for what?
Absolutely, would love to learn from you. You can reach me on email or Facebook Messenger.
So just so you know, we are not experts at no means. We are excited that we've got 418 subscribers.
But when we do learn something, we have to learn from somebody, and we want to pass it on to somebody.
And we do like to share what we learned. So let's get on with the show. How about that?
How about that?
So the show is, which cruise line is right for you? So how do you know which cruise line's right for you?
I don't know. I remember the first time we cruised. Y'all remember the first time you cruised? How did you pick it? Because we thought, oh, no, there's so many. So we kind of had to go by price.
Yeah.
Kind of had to go on price.
So the first one is based on price or pricing options. Is that how you decide which cruise or cruise line is best for you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, so can I get my notes out? So I had to take my glasses off. Can't read with them on. I cannot see y'all without them. Let me put them back on there. Now I can see y'all.
Oh, now I fixed the light. Go me. Go me. Woo-hoo.
You just took my superpower away. I feel weak and inhibited.
What is this? A light bulb?
You know, the other day the light bulb went on and I suddenly realized that nearly everyone on the crew is a solo traveler. Just about everyone. Yes, just about every one of them. Yep.
And we have the Leonard family has just dropped in.
Leonard family, hey, thanks for telling us about National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day this week, because I did not want to miss that.
Let me tell you what, it's a good thing he doesn't have diabetes right now, because he is like the cookie monster when it comes to cookies. So when we have Oreos, I'll have a couple of Oreos, and he will have one row. Let's get this right. One row.
There's a national day for that, I hope, isn't there?
So our let's see here. So our first point tonight is, which cruise line is right for you? Is it based on price?
Price is definitely in the mix for me. I look mostly at the value for money.
Yes, and not only the value for the money. We have Have Luggage Will Travel just stopped in. Hi, you guys. Nice to see you. So glad you could join us.
Josh and Amanda. Don't forget to check them out too.
We're talking about which cruise line is right for you. Is it based on price or pricing options? Now, right now, Princess has got the best pricing option on, they call it the Princess Plus.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good deal, you know, with the drinks and the gratuities for the staff and the Wi-Fi. And it isn't that much more. It's pretty reasonably priced. So
that does have a tendency to gravitate us towards Princess for longer cruises because of the fact of that price package.
But do you base also on just the lowest price or about those inclusive prices? A lot of things to factor in, we know.
Sometimes we have had cruises come up that we could not pass up because of the cost
so cheap
of the price of the.
And cruising scene, I remember their last cruise was free.
Yes, I remember that too. Yes.
I could afford twice that much, okay?
Sometimes you just cannot beat the price that they've thrown at you.
Yeah, we had offers where just pay the port taxes and fees, you know, after the restart of COVID. We're like, hey, why not? Let's go.
Yep. So our next point, here we go. We got a couple of comments here.
For me right now, Princess win the price value.
Yes. You know, Carnival is a great cruise line for the cost of the cruise itself.
Yeah, if you just want the lowest price. But like Jeffrey's saying, if you want the value, if all of a sudden you want the drink package and get your gratuities out and all that, suddenly Carnival actually costs a little bit more than Princess.
Right. If you want those additional things. We were just recently on the Conquest, and there was a gentleman. Our room was directly above the casino, so all I had to do was come down the stairs to get ice because I'm right there at the back side of the bar. And this one gentleman was there ordering his drinks, and he's like, "You came for a bucket of ice?" I said, yes. He says, where's your room? I said, directly above us. He said, you can come get ice. He says, why do you want ice? I said, well, because we ordered
we ordered a big bottle of rum and 6 Pepsis and some ginger ales. So we make our own.
So we're making our own drinks in a room, you know? And he's like, I didn't know you could do that. How much did that cost? And so I think it cost what? 109.
It was $90 plus the tips on it, whatever. So it was like $100. And so it was worth it.
Right. So he's like, well, y'all must cruise a lot if you know that deal. I didn't know they had that deal. So
did y'all know we had that deal?
That is a deal that you can buy before you get on the ship.
Yes.
You can buy a bottle of alcohol, and they have different ones to choose from. And then you can purchase your mixers to go with it. Of course, you have to sign a contract that states that you are going to keep that in your room.
But you never do. You keep the bottle in your room, but you pour it into your glass, and then you walk out on Lido deck with it.
No, we don't do that
have to
kind
leave
of thing.
You have to leave the bottle in your room. You can't carry the bottle around.
No, you cannot carry the bottle.
They will take that thing away from you.
They will take it away from you. So the next point.
Well, we saw the Leonard family there. They have not been on Princess yet. Check it out, guys. You'll love it.
You will love it. Okay, so here's a good question. Can you order alcohol on Princess 2?
Yes, you can.
Yes, we have ordered alcohol.
He's stating it. You can order it. Yes, you can.
Oh, yeah, he's stating that. Oh, so sorry. I looked at that as a question. Okay, so I do not have a grammar degree or an English degree.
Or her glasses on.
My glasses.
Yeah. If I was reading it over there, I'd have to put my glasses on. But if it's over here, I can take them off.
Yep. So thank you, Have Luggage Will Travel. You know, that is something I always forget to ask people. Would you give us a thumbs up? And if you've not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. We really do appreciate it. And don't forget to hit that notification bell.
And a free commercial for Monster Drink. This episode is brought to you by Monster because look how late in the day it is.
So our next point of trying to decide which cruise or cruise line is right for you, of course, is port availability.
Because, hey, who can afford to fly right now? I'll tell you what, I can do. We got a cruise book for Alaska right next year. And the price of flying to Alaska, actually to Vancouver, staying in a hotel for one night, costs as much as a 7-day cruise with the drink package and everything.
Yes.
You know? So port availability for us early on, we had to go out of Florida because there ain't no way we was going to be able to fly anywhere.
No. And we just watched La Lita Loca. They are currently... their flight is delayed.
They're
and they've got
in
3
Denver.
more flights to catch before they make it to
their hotel room
in California, right? Or are they flying into Vancouver?
Alaska.
And they're not, are they flying into Alaska?
Well, maybe, I don't know if we're flying in
wherever it is they're flying into. So yeah, the port availability is big for us.
Yeah, port availability.
So we just had I Love Cruising Royal dropped in. Hi, nice to have you here. Let's see. I saw a comment here that somebody had. Have Luggage Will Travel. Favorite excursion of all time.
What is your favorite?
Oh gosh, we have so many, and it's different the older we are. When we were younger, I think my favorite excursion was the Secret River in Cozumel. We have a video on that. But now I think my favorite is whale watching. Oh, monkeys. No, monkeys. Definitely monkeys for me. Anything with monkeys.
If you give her enough time to think about it, she's going to think about those puppies up in Alaska versus the monkeys. It's going to be one of them.
Yep. So let's see. Cruising for one. Unfortunately, you have to fly.
You have to fly.
Yes.
Flights to Florida aren't too bad from Rhode Island. See, come on down, Jeffrey. Just fly on down here to Florida. Eventually, you're just going to move down here with us anyway.
Yep. Mark the Shark has dropped in.
Mark
the Shark. Good to have you tonight.
Shark, baby.
Definitely port location. Mm-hmm.
It has to be within driving distance. I feel you, Renee. We still choose mostly. If I could drive to Alaska, if I had enough time, I would, because I would.
Right. So those of you that have just dropped in, our topic tonight is which cruise line is right for you and why.
And we're covering all kinds of reasons why a cruise line might be right for you.
Yeah, let's catch up on a few hellos here. Hello to
Kelly and Tammy's Journey. Hello.
We're back to a favorite excursion there.
Yeah, the yacht race. I've decided I probably can't do that with you in December because I can't get salt water on my leg, and I don't know if
he's afraid it's going to splash up on him, and that $20,000 leg is not going to worth being.
It'll corrode in about 10 minutes.
Let's see.
We went to the Secret River. That was great. Oh, wasn't it though? We It was so great. We had to go 3 times.
We've been there 3 times, and it is fabulous. Every time it's fabulous. Let's see.
Will Cooper.
Hi, Will.
Hi,
Good
Will.
to see you. Good to see you. Let's see. Are we caught up yet?
We live in Florida for 18 years, but Rhode Island's our home. It was nice to drive to Port Canaveral. I'll tell you, you know what? We used to hate driving to Miami. We just drove to Miami for the Conquest, and they fixed the roads. It's a lot better now.
Yes. So now the worst port for us to drive to is Port Canaveral.
Yeah. I-4 is a nightmare now.
I know it. It used to be that was the easiest port for us to get to. Now it's like crazy. Let's see. I'm going to make sure we catch up with all the chat
catch up with that. And then we'll move on to number 3.
Did I get this one here?
I don't know. Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, here we go.
Yep. All cruise lines that involve cruising. All right, Josh, we hear you.
Yeah. The turnpike used to be a mess. Yeah, the turnpike used to be a mess, but it's not a mess anymore.
It's fixed.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Yeah.
Although the GPS took us home a different way through Miami because of an
accident.
Wreck.
Yeah.
But we were going. We were on 95 or whatever it was. And we were in the express lane, which is really awesome because it's like shoot, shoot, shoot.
We're going to have that video up and maybe Wednesday.
Yeah, maybe Wednesday. And in front of us, of course, we did not put this on video. There was a 4-car pileup. Yeah, and it was like we got around that, and it was crazy. That's why we leave early.
We leave early.
Okay, so let's see.
The next point is
the
reputation.
Okay, so reputation
and by that we mean, is this a family ship? Is this a party ship? Is this a adults only ship? Is this a quiet ship? Does that matter to you? Are you going to pick one that's family friendly? Do you want to go on Disney and here it's a small world for 24 hours a day? Mm-hmm. Or do you want to go on Virgin where it's adults only or somewhere in between?
So we're going to back up for a second to the last question. The Brightline train is not going to Port Canaveral, which is a major, major disappointment for Floridians and for people flying into Orlando. So, but that's okay. And we have somebody else has dropped in here. Hi, Barry.
Hi, Barry.
So nice to see you. And we have Meg has dropped in.
Meg.
So,
what's going on?
So where we're at is our topic tonight is which cruise line is right for you and why? And we are up to, is the cruise line's reputation important?
Yeah. I mean, is it important to you to get on a family ship or a party ship or an adults only ship?
So the reputation of a cruise line sometimes is based on the things that the cruise line cannot control. For example, the brawls that Carnival's having right now. It's crazy. But we were on the Conquest just a few weeks ago. And
just this past weekend.
Oh, just this weekend. It feels like so long ago.
It feels like a million years.
Something I've never seen before. And I've seen this in the port, but I've never seen this on the ship.
What was it?
They had drug dogs.
Oh, they did. Walking up and down the halls of the ship.
The drug dogs were walking up and down the halls.
It was about 5:30 in the morning, wasn't it?
It was about 5:30 in the morning. I've seen them do that around your luggage when you're getting off the ship there in the port, but I've never seen the drug dogs walking up and down the halls at 5:30 in the morning. So, word to the wise, if you're wanting to go to the islands and bring back stuff, those dogs can smell it through the door.
Oh, yes, they can.
Let's see. So, let's catch up here a little bit.
I know when we started, we were younger. We weren't worried. You know, the lady on the phone said, listen, you don't want to be under the Lido deck. It's going to be loud and noisy. You don't want to be under the Comic Club. I'm like, yeah, I do, because I'm going to be up there till 2 a.m. I'm going to be the one making the noise.
Right.
So it's not going to bother me to come back.
And, you know, recently we had a conversation with someone that was asking us about a room on a ship because he has an extreme sensitivity to high-pitched sounds.
Yeah.
So,
kind of help guide him where to
he's
avoid.
Going to pick a cruise line based on, you know, the volume of the music and stuff.
And the location on the ship.
And the location on the ship. Okay, so let's catch up with our chat.
Let's catch up with everybody. Where are we at?
Okay, so here we go.
Right there. Yes.
Number 1.
The mood of the ship does matter, but I'm pretty adaptable. However, you will not likely find me on a Virgin or an Edge class Celebrity.
Really?
Oh, okay. I get the Virgin one. The Edge class Celebrity.
So why do you get the Virgin one? I'm slow. Sorry,
because
slow.
It's adult only.
Oh, okay.
It's adult only. But the Edge class, I'm curious about the Edge class. I have to, because I don't know much. I don't know much about Celebrity. I'm trying to find out because we want to cruise on Celebrity one day, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
I was looking at like an Apex.
We are fans of family-friendly ships.
Family-friendly ships. All right. So you're looking at.
So typically, if you're traveling with teenagers or young children, you are going to gravitate towards a ship that has a great kids club or that has great activities for teenagers. We took our, when they were 14, they're 18, 17, 18 now, 17. When we took our 14-year-old grandchildren with us, we chose a ship that appealed to teenagers. And let me tell you what, all they wanted to do was hang out with us.
They want to do all the stuff the old people do.
Oh, let's see. So
I love the way Royal makes me feel special.
So that's a thing too. So the reputation of the ship, how they make you feel, is very important.
It sure is.
Because we've been on some ships before where we felt like, is the crew not happy? I'm not sure what's up with the crew. That's
kind of why we did the videos coming out Monday on the crew on the Caribbean Princess, because they are such an incredible crew. They're what motivate us to do this video. So hopefully you check that out.
Yes.
All it is the crew, you know.
And it is on a certain ship. And that video is coming out Monday as a premiere at 6:30. And that crew was the best crew we have ever seen on any cruise ship, as far as the entire crew having the same mood the whole time.
It was pretty impressive. That was a 14-day cruise.
Yes.
All right. I like that idea. The mood is important. It really is, isn't it? Yeah, what kind of party do you want to go? Woo, woo. I remember when we got on the Carnival Liberty back in April, you could hear the people hooting from the parking garage.
Yes,
I was like, whoa, right? The party started in the parking garage. you know? And then we went on the Princess ship a month later. It was like, chill, everybody.
Yeah, it was just chill. Yes.
Let's have a rum punch and talk about it.
Yep. So we have, for those of you that have just dropped in, our topic tonight is which cruise line is right for you and why. And we are on point 3 of the cruise line's reputation.
So we got some more people.
And we want to say hi to Cruise Day
Fun.
Cruise Day Fun.
Hey, Dan and Joy. Hey.
Okay, so here we go. Back to the
Virgin
topic.
is too edgy for me. I think I would feel awkward. Yeah, I'm kind of.
Well, you know, we recently watched a video on another channel that was talking about the dress on different cruise lines, how some cruise lines are more relaxed in their dress and some cruise lines have the more typical tuxedo nights and all that. And it does make you feel one way or another if you're dressed appropriately for the ship. And if the ship has a stricter dress code that you don't particularly, let me put him down. I'm so sorry. I got to put the fat boy down. Oh, I'm going to drop the little one. Take the little one. So sorry. Commercial break.
Okay, now we're done wrestling chihuahuas.
Sorry about that.
This is the bonus you didn't expect to get from a cruise channel.
But
chihuahua wrestling.
The reputation of the cruise ship, as far as their dress code goes, it is important. You don't want to feel out of place. Let's see, where are we at with the chat here?
Holly.
Oh, Holly. Hi,
Holly. Hi, Holly. Oh, I enjoy Royal very much, especially the Freedom class ships. Yeah, Freedom class ships. We were on a Freedom class ship, Independence of the Seas, and it was a pretty nice ship.
Yeah,
big ship.
So our next point is the destinations or the itinerary.
How much do these matter to your cruise line?
Now, I'll be honest with you. The very first time we ever cruised with Princess was because we wanted to go to Alaska. We were loyal to Carnival and we were not going to any other cruise line.
But in doing my research, I found out that probably we'd have a better shot with Princess, and we did. I'm glad we went with them for Alaska. So what are the destinations, itineraries do you have that maybe you're looking at a specific cruise line just for that?
So we're going to back up to our previous question because we got a great comment here in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Josh speaking. I'm not a fan that Carnival is selling shots in the MDR at dinner time. Just me. A lot of people bought shots from the guy. Yes, believe it or not, it used to be a whole lot bigger than what it is now.
Yes,
we remember them. I mean, just like dozens of guys walking around with shots.
Yes, we remember back in the day when they would have the bottle of liquor in a frozen chunk of ice and walking around with it. And just every time you turned around, they were offering you a shot. And it never really bothered me until we were on a cruise with my daughter and her family. And my granddaughter was only like 4 or 5 years old. And I felt like it was very inappropriate only because of the age of the child sitting at the table. So yeah, I totally agree with that. And it's gotten better. It's probably gotten better because of COVID and I can't afford all that.
I just remember years ago when it was like 12 guys. I mean, a different guy every 30 seconds.
And you know, the amount of alcohol consumed on some cruise lines versus other cruise lines, it is important to people, especially if you're not a drinker, or if you've got, like I said, family with you and that's just not where you want to be, or even some of your personal beliefs. Let's see, catch up with the chat here.
Independence is the only freedom class I have not been on. Oh, how about that?
How about that?
Well, they pretty much look the same. Holly says destination and ship are important to me. So they do help you pick your cruise line, the destination and the ship.
Yes, the destination and the itinerary. We've wanted to go to certain places that only certain ships go to.
Yeah, or sometimes they're especially, if you're looking in the Mediterranean, all of a sudden you see a lot of MSC and Costa, things like that, and different cruise lines that in different regions.
Yes.
Will says, if I choose to cruise, I look for a specific itinerary. My next cruise will include San Juan and St. Thomas. At least with that, you've got some options. You've got several cruise line options that you can pick from. So then you can go back to pricing again. And
a lot of times Chet will say, hey, we've never, like when we went to Aruba, we've never been to Aruba before. So Chet looked at the different, options we had to go to Aruba and what other stops that they had along the way. Yeah. And as far as the ABC islands, we've never been to the B.
Right.
Island.
We've missed Bonaire. So obviously we'll have to catch that on another cruise. Okay, 2 to 3 cruises I've been on were chosen by a friend.
Really?
Well, you've got a good friend.
Well, you've got a good friend, yeah. Hook us up with that friend.
You got a good friend. Especially if he's paying too, right? Or she. Well, I mean, hey. Jeffrey says, for me, when you say cruise, I think of the Caribbean. I'm looking to go on an Iceland-Norway cruise, but that will be for a special occasion. Yes. I like the back-to-back Eastern-Western Caribbean. Yes.
We've done the back-to-back Eastern-Western Caribbean more than once.
And we are looking at Iceland, Norway as well.
Yeah, I know. We really want to go there. But Robin has this thing called a JOB.
And now, and in saying that too, I'm looking at that. Of course, we'll look at Princess first. But now I end up having to look at Celebrity and Carnival because they have shorter days. Right. Princesses are all 14 or more days. But Carnival and Celebrity have them for 10, 11, and 12 days.
I might get there yet.
Woo! We might get there yet.
I was pretty excited when I was looking at when can I go into the drop program, and I got 2 years and 10 months.
I like going to St. Thomas and St. Martin.
We've been there. They're both beautiful islands, gorgeous islands. Okay, so what is our next? Are we
the size of the ship?
Ooh, you're ahead of me.
We're moving along. Oh, Emma? No, I'm not. That's not that number.
I know, but you said it before I got it up there.
Oh, I got it for you.
Does the size of the ship matter?
No.
Now, to us, the size of the ship does not matter. But I must say this. The size of the ship sometimes does matter as far as the distance that we're going. Because if we're going long distance, that smaller ship may have to go faster to get there.
No, if the large ship and the small ship go the same speed, they'll both arrive at the same time.
Once again, I'm an accountant, not a mathematician.
I don't know what's in this monster drink.
I know what's in mine. It is.
Don't tell anybody. We don't want to know.
It's coconut rum and ginger ale.
And I've got freaking monster drink. Anyway, size of the ship. I'm looking at a Viking, which is expensive, but it will be a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
Yeah,
it is expensive on Viking.
It is. We would like to go on Viking at least once, just so we can say that we lived with
Viking?
The people with money.
Hey, maybe we'll go with Jeffrey. Yeah,
yeah, we'll go with Jeffrey. So here's Holly.
Ship size matters to my husband. I don't care though. Yeah, we are too. You know why a ship size could matter though? If you're really prone to seasickness, I think you're better off on like an Oasis class ship.
That's true. The bigger the ship, the less seasick you will be.
That's 230,000 tons versus a 50,000 ton ship. Which one's going to rock more? That could be one thing. And
so I'm going to tell you what's so funny. Every time we go on a ship, Chet will go, this ship is tons and long and has blah, 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 blah passengers. I'm like, really? You care about
Yeah,
that?
I like it. I like to know this stuff. It's fun. I love ships. I love big ships. I cannot lie. It matters 123.75% to me.
123.75%? Is you sure about that?
I would have been concerned if it had been 124%. Josh needs a big ship because he's like a big dude. Okay?
Well, he is tall, so he's got to have room.
He needs a bigger ship.
He needs some headroom.
Right. Totally with you, Josh. I ain't that tall, so I can get on a smaller ship. I can get in a canoe for that matter. I don't know. We like small ships. We cannot lie. Everybody sing.
We cannot lie.
We like medium ships too. A mid-size. There you go. Meg got the mid-size ship.
That was right on time, girl. That was right on time.
What timing?
Mid-size
is great, man.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Anything with passenger capacity of at least 3,000. I want to have at least 3 different places to go for dinner because I don't want to eat at the same place 2 nights in a row. Now that is something to consider.
That's a very good point.
The bigger the ship, the more options you have for food and entertainment.
That is true.
Good
that
point
is
there, Will.
very, very. When we were on Independence of the Seas, it was a huge ship,
Yeah.
and there was so much to do. There was no way you could get it all done. Between the ice skating rink and the shows and all the places to.
And if you think you're going to eat at every place on that ship in 3 days, you ain't going to do it.
Ain't gonna happen. You need to be on that ship for 2 weeks.
Yep. Size doesn't matter.
Yep. There you go.
I agree. Let's just do
You know, it's so funny because if we put this up right here and somebody that hadn't been in this live show came in and said, "What are they talking about? Size doesn't matter."
I'm just going to sit here and turn red on that one.
Read.
The size does not matter. It's the type of facilities and deck plan. For instance, Freedom class has a huge gym right at the top front. Oasis class has a tiny gym down on deck 5 somewhere.
I did not know that.
I did not know that.
We learned so much from our own show.
Yeah.
From our viewers that come into the chat.
Yeah, this is why we have this too, so we can learn stuff.
Yeah, we like to learn stuff too.
Y'all think we're here to entertain you? We're here to learn from you. In general, I do like smaller ships. I like Caribbean Princess better than Sky Princess. Oh, well, interesting. There are some differences. Caribbean Princess has more swimming pools. I know that.
Yes. Now that does make a difference to us too. The number of swimming pools that a ship has, even though we typically don't go in the pools, it's a matter of where is everybody going to be hanging out. And something that I learned recently that I thought was very interesting was why is the ship built with pools in certain locations and dining rooms in certain locations? It's because of the weight of the amount of people and the weight of the water. And I was like,
yeah, somebody did a whole lot of engineering calculations to say, well, if these people are here, we need to make sure there's going to be people over there. And
there you go. There you go. Did we see this ship?
In general, yes, we saw it. Yeah.
So sorry. I lose track.
Okay, the Mardi Gras is big, but everything is really easy to get to, plus more live entertainment.
Yes.
Well, Mardi Gras is a huge ship.
Huge ship. We're going on the Mardi Gras
next December.
Next December.
Yeah, next year.
We'll let you know.
He's already been there.
Well, I know, but we'll let everybody else know.
Oh, okay. Cruise Day Fun's just laughing at us.
They're just laughing at us. So Cruise Day Fun,
Joy sitting there with her mango surprise.
Yeah. It's sitting there with a mango surprise, just laughing at how stupid we are.
Well, Will says when I was on Caribbean Princess, I couldn't get a reservation in specialty dining, so I did more room service than before.
Yeah, now room service on Princess is still a great room service.
It's still good room service.
And you can still get free items. We were on Carnival.
Now, depending when we was on that, things should all be opened up starting this month.
Right.
So you shouldn't have that problem going again.
Well, we were on Carnival last week, and there was no free room service at all. None. No free food on room service at all. You had to pay for anything that you ordered.
Go on the app and order it, and they tell you how much it costs. Yeah.
And I don't know about y'all, but I know this is off topic. Well, really, it's not off topic. Tell me what you think of these apps using these apps on cruise ships. I hate using the app to order my meal in the dining room. I can't see my stupid phone without my glasses on. I left my glasses in the room, and I hate the app. I'm on computers.
Yeah, would that matter if you was booking a cruise?
That's
what if everything was even, but one you have to use an app, and the other one you still got paper menus and paper coming to your room to tell you the schedule of the day?
Would that make a difference to you if you were on
Boy,
a
it'd
ship
make a difference to me.
Sure would, me too. We love them.
They love the Mardi Gras.
I love the Mardi Gras.
Marty, we got you, Holly. We got you. I spell check for you. I'm good. And the casino and shopping are always in the middle, so you walk past, going to and from the main dining room and theater. Yep. Hey, you know somebody thought that out.
Oh, yeah, you know they did.
We need to spend some money up in here. I think it's less about size, but more about design and flow of the ship that matters to me.
You know, now that's very interesting because, like, the difference between what a Princess and a Carnival cruise ship looks like and a Royal Caribbean ship looks like in the belly of the ship. The Carnival and the Princess have more of a traditional look with the atrium and the glass elevators, where Royal Caribbean, it's more like a mall.
Big shopping mall.
You just like walking through regular mall.
Yeah.
So the design of the ship and the layout of the ship is more appealing to some people, one cruise line versus the other. Some people love the look of a royal ship. Some people love that. What is that ship with all the trees and everything? Celebrity. You know, some people love the look of that.
Yeah. We love the Mardi Gras so much. We can't wait for the celebration next May. Yes. Oh, you're going to be on the celebration next May?
I don't know. Love the Mardi Gras. Oh,
yeah, they're going to be on the celebration next May.
So sorry. I can't read.
I was on the Caribbean Princess just after you got off.
I know you did.
Yes. I remember you saying that before.
We remember that because we told you needed to rebook and come on with us.
Say what? No free food room service on Carnival ship?
Nope. Not free. Not free. It is.
They even took away. Now they've taken away the little card you used to be able to fill out if you wanted just like toast or a croissant and coffee and hung it on your door.
For the morning breakfast.
That's gone now too.
So. And some things they're not really expensive. Some things are quite low priced on the menu. Some things are higher priced on the menu. So you really have to watch the menu, and I'm sure it's going to change as things go along. But what I did enjoy about not having room service when we were on the Conquest last week was you did not see a hallway full of dirty dishes.
Hey, was there nothing free on that menu?
No.
Nothing free?
Nothing.
Well, that explains why we saw there was no dirty dishes in the hallway.
And the late night meals that, you know, because the pizza
Nobody
place,
was ordering room service.
The pizza place closed early. The buffets closed earlier. All of the food options closed earlier than what they typically do. Yep. You did not see the hallway full of dirty dishes, which I personally enjoy because I really don't like seeing your leftover food in the hallway. Just saying.
What about our leftover food? You want to see?
I don't leave our leftover food in the hallway. Go ahead, read the next.
All right, last cruise was the first I used the app. It was weird to me. I can see the value though.
Yeah. I get the app thing. I prefer paper too, Holly. Let me tell you what. I want paper. I don't want everything paper. You don't have to give me the sales and the jewelry and all that. Yeah. Give me in paper. But I do want the Princess Patter or the Fun Ship Times.
That's all I want. Just give me the little newspaper so I know what's going on tomorrow. And when I get to the dining room, a menu, everything else can be on.
So a tip for everyone that likes to have that paper Fun Ship, whatever you call it, fun times on Carnival, you can get a printed copy of the Fun Times at the coffee shop. It's the only place you can get it on deck. It's at the coffee shop.
But this is what it looks like now.
Yeah, it's not pretty. It ain't pretty. That's it.
Can y'all see that? This is it. This is the Fun Times now, y'all. I saved it just so we could show you. Over here, it shows you what's happening. Okay. This shows you what's happening over here and some more of what's happening. And then you flip it over. There's your dining options and when they're open.
Yep.
And there's when you're the bars and stores are open. Take it away from me.
Touch my paper.
And that's all it is. That's the whole thing right there.
That paper. So there was something I wanted to tell you guys about the pizza place. I know it was on here somewhere. Oh, the Pizza Pirate.
Pizza Pirate.
Is open from 9 a.m. to 4 a.m. We had talked about that earlier.
It closes at 4 a.m., reopens at 9.
Yep. And the Pizza Plus, that's where they're going to be doing the pizza with other options. The other options they had on last week was only pizza and Caesar salad, and a couple little sandwiches. And that's open from, sorry, gotta put my glasses on, 11:30 at night to 1 a.m. So that's about the best you can do on your late night foods. Okay, we got to catch up with this chat.
Catch up with the chat.
Catch up with the chat.
Catch up with the chat.
Read, boy.
I love apps. As a solo cruiser, it makes your life a lot easier. It's why I have stuck with Princess and not gone with MSC.
So MSC don't have apps. Maybe I'm going to be going on MSC.
But see, Princess is different. You can still get the paper, or you can use the app.
Mm-hmm.
You can use both.
Yeah,
it's the best of both worlds.
Yep.
That's what we love about Princess.
That is what we love about
Princess. You got choices on Princess.
Go ahead.
I like the old Carnival ships for the theming.
Yes, I love the traditional cruising theme.
Somebody else called it character the other day.
Yeah.
And yes, I agree. It's all about the flow and mood tonight. We're flowing. Got our monster drink for me. Lenny!
We have not seen you in forever.
We were going on a cruise, but we're back.
I know. Lenny, thank you so much for stopping in. We don't care if you're late or not. Just so you know, our topic is which cruise line is right for you.
Or you. Why. Or you.
And right now we're talking about the app. Does the app make a difference on whether or not you want to cruise on that cruise line or not?
Here we go. Family reunion group cruise, May 20th, 2023 on the Celebration ABC Islands.
Ooh.
Wow, y'all are going to have a blast. They're going to do Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. Was that an 8-day cruise? Is that an 8 or 9 day cruise there, Josh?
Where are we going to be at in 2023?
We're
on Norwegian. We're in Alaska that same week. That's the week of my birthday. We are never here for that. For those of you that are looking for something on my birthday, it's in May. We go into Alaska. Let's see. Okay, so.
Unfortunately, my neighbors had their dirty dishes out each meal. The whole cruise, they didn't even cover it up with a napkin.
So somebody put ice cream in front of our door, and I was like, ain't nobody putting ice cream in front of my door. Who put ice cream in front of my door?
We opened up our door, and there's a bowl of melted ice cream.
I was like, you got a lot of nerve.
So we went and put it in front of somebody else's door.
Actually, we put it in front of the door of the children down the hall because we think it was them. And if it wasn't, oh well, we put it in front of somebody else's door.
I got the fun times each day at the coffee shop while getting my coffee.
The crossword puzzle, that's right.
Yep, that's right. Yep.
So we have
hello everyone from Warm Strong Adventures. Woo! Hello, Warm Strong Adventures. One thing I noticed is on the Princess, the port guide and the app are old and have wrong, outdated information on them. I told guest services, but they didn't seem to think it was important. Yeah, because they've got bigger fish to fry just trying to make it work half the time.
They really, really do. And the Wi-Fi on the ship makes a huge difference in whether or not the app's going to work for you. We've been on the Sky Princess, which has phenomenal Wi-Fi. Then last week on the Conquest, the app didn't work half the time. We were on one ship and the app didn't work so much that it kept saying I was off the ship. What's that?
That was a Caribbean Princess.
That was a Caribbean Princess.
Caribbean Princess. She wasn't even on the ship half the time.
The app kept saying that I was off the ship. And I'm like, it's a sea day. Okay.
She's off with Aquaman.
Aquaman, here I
come. I was never off the ship. Okay.
Hey, Amber Heard ain't got nothing over on me on Aquaman. Just saying.
So our next point, we only got
to catch up on that comment.
It's hard to look at the schedule on the Medallion app. That needs improvement. I like Royals app. Royals app. Oh yeah, we thought a Royals app worked a little better too.
Yes.
We were on it for a short cruise on the Independence, and it did work pretty good. Guggen Rob, we were on the Norwegian Bliss, and the app didn't work at all in Alaska. Oh. I bet you nobody's is working in Alaska because man.
And we got Jeffrey in the house.
Jeffrey, I did not find your shot glass, brother. I looked.
Nope,
and I
looked.
You know
we
what
looked everywhere for that shot glass.
We looked for shot glass. We
we found our first duck. We've never found a duck before.
I think somebody took your shot glass and put the duck there.
Yep.
But
so the age of the ship. So, Jeffrey, just so you know, you come in late, but that's okay. We're talking about which cruise line is right for you and why. And the next point is, does the age of the ship matter?
Don't matter to me.
It matters to me.
It does.
It does. The age of the ship matters to me because a lot of reasons. They have that new, I don't know what it's called. I'm not an engineer. They have that new thing on that stabilizes.
Stabilizer.
Is that what it's called? Oh, look, it's called stabilizers. How about that? I've got a new word. So the stabilizers are a lot better for me because I do have a tendency. We have a tendency to get seasick.
Mhm.
I don't always have to wear a patch on bigger
just put it
ships
on.
and newer ships, but older ships I always have to wear a patch. So
Some people are more afraid of an older ship breaking down too. You know, like the Carnival Freedom there, the whale tail burned off, and guess which ship we're getting on next month?
Yeah. So Jeffrey says that he is on.
So far, Carnival.
He is on the Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Technology.
Okay.
Technology does make a difference in the age of the ship to me as well.
Yeah.
I loved it when we were on, I don't remember what ship it was a princess ship, and it was my birthday. It was a Caribbean Princess. And that great big electronic thing came up and kept saying, "Happy birthday, Robin. Happy birthday, Robin." I was like, "Oh, look, the ship knows
and you know,
me."
it seems like, Guga and Rob too, that the new ships like the Sky Princess, all that technology worked far better than the older ships where they added it, like the Island Princess and the.
Because adding it just doesn't seem to be as good.
I don't know what you guys' take on that is, but that seemed to be something that I've noticed, and I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but it seems like the newer ships with the technology works better than the older ships trying to add it in.
And we've seen your show, and we know you are all about technology because we've seen that microphone boom.
We know you know more about it than we do, so
we do.
I want to see if you think the same thing I do on
Yep.
that. I like well-aged ships. Because they got that, we talked about character, right?
Because Meg's all about the character of the ship. That's right.
I'll tell you, the Island Princess had a character, man.
Yes.
It was a
and
ship.
my favorite ship of all time, and she's gone now, is the Golden Princess.
Yes.
That ship, everything on that ship was gold. It was gold trim, and it was an absolutely gorgeous ship. Even though silver is my favorite color, not gold. The look of that ship, she was just phenomenal, but she's gone now.
Yeah, she was an old. Holly likes a newer ship. It ain't gonna break down. She wants a ship in warranty. Holly wants a ship in warranty.
Holly wants a ship that's in warranty. There you go, girl.
Like we get a flat tire at sea, we'll call it AAA. Come on up here and fix this ship real quick. All right. Gary says Sharon, one of them, says we were on Grandeur of the Seas in May, and it's older and smaller, and we loved it. I'll tell you what, I watched y'all's videos on that. That ship looked great. I don't know how old that ship is, but I told Robin, I said, you gotta watch this video. This ship looks great. I was really impressed with how it looked.
You know, and one of our daughters, her favorite ship is the Paradise, the Carnival Paradise, which is a much, much older ship and a much smaller ship. But she doesn't want to be with a lot of people. A lot of people, you know, give her anxiety.
And the older ships do tend to be smaller.
Yep.
All right. Sorry you did not find it.
I know. We look though. We look for that shot glass, but we found a duck.
We found a duck, Jeffrey. That's our consolation prize. Will says, yes, anything that launched in 2010 or later, because it would have more amenities and entertainment options. That is true also, isn't it? Yes, that seems to be a...
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Guggen Rob did agree with me on
I see that.
on the newer technology.
I saw that.
Jeffrey says, as long as the shop has
bourbon and food.
I think it's as long as the ship has. I think somebody's already had the bourbon.
Maybe you took your own shot glass home and you just don't remember it.
The ship has bourbon and food, buddy.
Bourbon and food.
We got you. Age doesn't matter as long as the ship is updated and clean. Clean.
Let me tell you, we've not been on any quote unquote dirty ships, but we have been on spotless ships. And
if I had to have surgery, I'd be like, I don't want to go to the hospital. Can y'all take me over here to this ship instead? It's a lot cleaner.
So Jeffrey says ship, not shop. So
ship, not shop.
Mm-hmm, it's that shot glass again.
Mm-hmm. All right. Makes fun time. My best friend also likes those ships with character. Yes. That's a good word. Mm-hmm. Joy prefers silver too. Lots of it.
Oh, because me and Joy, we got this thing.
Yeah, we know Joy prefers silver and mango. And
yeah, we got mango. We got silver. We got it, Joy. And Joy, what was Joy's? The Joy of Cruising tips. I love the Joy of Cruising tips. I love that new addition to your show. If y'all have not checked out Sea Lake Journeys.
Yeah, if you haven't checked out Sea Lake Journeys, they're a really cool channel, man. They got this stuffed rabbit they bring on called Miffy.
If you've not checked out Cruise Day Fun's show, Joy has her own little side gig now called The Joy of Cruising Tips. I love it.
Yeah, it's worth watching. Lenny says, I'm sorry I didn't find the shot glass too. It's supposed to come my way. And I felt loud.
That's right, because if we found it, we were supposed to send it to Lenny.
Lenny was going to get the shot glass.
She was. She remembered too.
Jeffrey says he can send you one. Okay, this is getting out of control. All right. Well, Meg says she's a nerd, so especially if there's a history or literary theme, I'm sold.
Okay.
Hey, we all got a little nerd in us, I think.
I think we do too.
Yeah, clean. Everybody's
Everybody's
in
in for clean.
You know, that wasn't even one of our categories. But if we ever did this again, we'd add is clean important to you on a cruise ship?
Yep.
It is. The steaks on the barbecue now.
Ooh. Okay,
Oh,
so our we got 2 more points we got to squeeze in here.
Oh,
This
the
one
amenities.
is the amenities on board. Do the amenities on board mean much to you? Now, Chet loves the
Thalassotherapy pool. I look for a ship, if I can find one, that has a thalassotherapy pool. And
Hi, Journey Away. So nice you dropped in.
Journey Awaits.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Woohoo.
Good to see y'all. Oh, yeah. So we're talking about amenities on board a ship. How important is that to you to picking your cruise line, your cruise ship, and where you're going? And some people I know, I've seen some people have picked the ship because they found out that it's got a roller coaster, or they found out it's got rock walls to climb.
Rock walls are big on cruise ships. A lot of people want to do the rock walls now.
Some people pick it because of a particular show. I've seen them say they want to see Hairspray or something. They found out they can go on Norwegian and watch that show.
So I got to put my
and
hair
they
down.
booked their whole
hurt my head.
thing on that ship because of a show.
Meg says that she must have a taco on board. Meg, I have a video coming out for you.
Yes,
I had tacos just for you,
Just
girl.
for you.
And they are in the video, and I critiqued the tacos that I had.
And you've got to watch to critique her critiquing of the taco that she critiqued.
But I did. I had tacos for you, and I was gonna have sushi for Joy, but I could never. The sushi line was always so crazy long. I could never get sushi.
No.
I was gonna try sushi for Joy, but maybe next month.
The only line longer than sushi was the bingo line.
I know the bingo line was ridiculous. We were sitting there one day, and all these people lined up. It's like, what are all these people doing?
That ship's 1,000 foot long, and there was an 800-foot line to get into bingo.
It's crazy, crazy, crazy.
Okay, gym is the most important facility for me.
That's because you're healthy.
All right.
The bar is the most important to me.
I can't get on that sailboat with you, Jeffrey, in December, but maybe I'll get to the gym with you. How about that?
He will go to the gym.
I'll get to the gym.
There
with
you go. That's true.
Yep. Amenities.
Yep, for
Schmitter
sure.
says
for
amenities.
Sure. What is that, Chrissy?
What is that? Oh, she wants to know what a gym is.
I was a little slow on that one. The seafood shack on Liberty was awesome. So we did not eat at the seafood shack on the Conquest, but we did interview. Was there 4 or 5 people sitting at the table?
Yes, they were all sitting there eating all the seafood, and they had all different kinds. So we interviewed them.
So we interviewed them.
Yeah.
And we thought, hey, let's fit a little turn on this. People don't. They know that for us on our show,
we're not connoisseurs of that,
right? We're not. We're going to say what our viewers want to hear. These are people, and we just sporadically walked up and said, hey, we were wearing our Sea Lake Journeys t-shirts. She said, could we interview you about the food that you had at the sea? They're like, oh, sure, yeah.
They're like,
Let me tell you what, there were a lot of empty crab legs on that table too.
It was a good interview. All right, Sea Lake Journeys, y'all are too funny. Enjoy watching you, Sharon. Thanks, Sharon. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
We appreciate watching you guys too, because we can tell when y'all are cruising, you have fun. And
that's what it's about. Why have a YouTube channel if it's not fun? You got to have fun doing it.
Woo.
If you're not having fun doing it, maybe you should be doing something else.
You should get a green duck.
A green duck. So our last point is, does the cruise line loyalty programs make a difference to you when you're choosing your cruise line or the ship?
Yeah, does cruise line loyalty matter to you? Do you say, oh, I get this perks if I stay with them, I get these perks if I stay with them? Does anybody
look
at those?
Our cruise line loyalty with Carnival is pretty much gone. We're platinum on Carnival, and it doesn't seem to matter much.
Well, it matters because you get a little pin to put on Miffy.
Yes, we did get a new pin for Miffy. So you have to, for your loyalty gift on Carnival now, you have to go down to the
photo area.
Yes, the photo area.
Thing.
And you get your gift there. We got the pin for Miffy, and we got
a magnetic koozie. Magnetic koozie goes wraps around your cup.
But it used to be that they had the party with the cocktails and all that.
Yeah.
On Carnival,
gone.
it's all gone.
All gone.
It's still there on Princess. On Princess, we're platinum, and they still have the cocktail party before dinner every night with the hors d'oeuvres. And we had the captain's circle party.
We still had that on Princess.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about on Princess.
Okay.
Yeah. And we had the cocktail party to meet the captain and all that. It was very, very nice.
So Princess had it, but Carnival doesn't. But with both of them, other loyalty programs, as a stockholder, we still get our money for being stockholders, and military, we still get our onboard credit for that as well. So those two perks are still there for both of them. For both,
yes.
Loyalty only matters when you're higher up. I like the pin though. We like the pins too. And Miffy, you saw, look at this. This is not even all of them.
No.
Some of them have gotten lost over the years. But poor
and
Miffy,
she lost her purse. She had a purse that said Carnival. It was a luggage tag that said "Follow the Fun" or something like that. She lost that on the Conquest.
She got more medals than some of them generals from the Congo Republic, man.
Loyalty matters to Lenny as well. Yep.
No, I've been 3 cruises on 3 different cruise lines. So Will, you're ready to go anywhere, anytime.
Any cruise, anytime. Will will go with anybody.
Chris says, I think you get more with Royal. I'm curious. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's compare notes on that. I'm curious. I'm curious how it.
Yep. I don't know that much about loyalty on Royal.
No. Loyalty does matter somewhat. Boarding early is nice, yes. But on Princess,
boarding.
nearly the whole ship is platinum. At least not much advantage.
We actually have been on a ship where every passenger on the ship was platinum or diamond or elite because it was a new ship that came out. So we've been there, done that.
Yeah. Loyalty perks are nice, but they would never keep us from choosing the cruise line ship itinerary we really want.
Agreed.
That bottom line is perks are great, but other factors are a little more important.
Yep, a little bit more important.
Trying like hell to get platinum on Carnival. Need the free laundry.
So the free laundry, just so you know, it's really not all it's cracked up to be because it's only a certain amount. You just can't get all the free laundry you want. Just saying.
Well, hey, I got a trick for you, Jeffrey. Just when she's at the casino, just take them from one bag, put them in the other, and go, hey, I washed his clothes while he was gone.
You better not. So that was our show on which cruise line is right for you and all of the reasons why you would pick that cruise line or not pick that cruise line.
Well, we did miss one.
What was that?
The length of the cruise. Do you only want to do short cruises, or do you want to do around the world cruises, or cruises like 20 days, 30 days, 50 days?
Okay, so we got 2 minutes left, or a minute and a half. Let's see how many people. Does the length of the cruise matter to you? Well, for me, when it's really vacation for me and I'm really taking my vacation, I want 2 weeks. Chet has booked a cruise before where he's like, it's 9 days. I'm like, that's not long enough. You better find a 4-day to go with that. Just saying. He's picked the 7-day. I'm like, you better find another 7-day to do that.
Well, another reason why, too, I wanted to build up loyalty after we found out we loved Princess was they do global cruises. They cruise everywhere, Australia, Asia, all the way around the world. So in the future, that's going to matter. It doesn't matter so much now, but we'll build up our loyalty, and then hopefully it'll pay off for us in the end.
And yes, by the way, if you haven't given us a thumbs up, give us a thumbs up.
Oh, yes. Thank you for that.
If you've not subscribed to the
Dan.
channel, we would love to have you as part of the Sea Lake Journey crew. And hit that notification bell so you know when we're coming up.
Ding, ding.
And another thing, too, about...
it's coming out.
Stop it. That's a family joke. So sorry. Another thing about the length of the cruise for me is if I just need to get away from work, Chet, book us a weekend cruise. I've got to go somewhere. I've got to get out of here. I've got to.
Then maybe Margaritaville's for you because they got 2-day cruises.
Yeah, or the ferry to Bimini.
That's basically what it is. On Princess, the free laundry at Elite is nice.
Yes, I can't wait to find out. We'll be Elite one day.
14 days is the best for me.
I agree. 14 days is like the perfect number for me. Yep. Although I cannot wait to retire and I'm on a ship for 30 days. I really want to be on a ship for 30 days.
Or more.
The
longer the cruise, the better.
Agreed, Holly. Yay, man, sister.
More days, the better. Right on, Renee. Bye, all, and take care. Hey, thanks for stopping in.
Thanks for stopping in.
Sharon and Gary, we'll see y'all on your channel soon. Lenny, thanks for the great show. Bye, everyone. Thank y'all. We got to run too.
Yes, we got to run too. Thank you so much.
We appreciate y'all.
We will see you around the channel.
See you around the channel. Another great show.